A dress. It started with a dress. The dress was the deep purple of a ripened grape. It was given to me by a non-Muslim friend I met in Arabic class who walked me to Friday prayer every week so I didn't have to walk alone. That was the first summer I began practicing Islam, and from then on, every time I wore the dress, I felt that spirit of companionship. In the beginning, I rarely interacted with the Muslim community with the exception of the aunties at the masjid who never seemed to have anything to say to me except for my hair was peeking out from underneath of my headscarf. When I met somebody that I felt like I could talk to, our relationship became serious. He became my Muslim community. We debated theology and explored our faith together. My relationship with God grew because of my relationship with Him. When he started criticizing me, beginning with my dress, explaining that he could see the freckle on my forearm, explaining that it was inappropriate for a Muslim woman to wear, it stung. I was confused. I didn't know how to react. I began fearing the judgment of this person rather than the judgment of God. I loved my dress, but I loved him too. So I placed my dress and several other items of clothing into a sealed bag, too hurt and too ashamed to look at them again. When the donation center asked me to place a monetary value on the clothing for tax purposes, I tentatively handled my dress again. I paused for a moment to savor it. I made a silent prayer that someone else would experience its spirit. And then, bluntly objectifying it, I placed a dollar amount on it. I was broken before I was ever sexually taken advantage of. When I finally pulled myself away from him, I wanted nothing to do with a Muslim community. It was the Muslim community that had made me vulnerable and taken advantage of my faith. Slowly, I found my way back to God. Slowly, I found my way back to a Muslim community. And slowly, time zones away and years later, my purple dress found its way back to me. As I slipped the dress on over my head, I could see the freckle peeking out on my forearm. As I turned to look in the mirror, I recognized the woman I had become.